Good morning and welcome to the Pulse Headline News. Let's go ahead and start off with a song today, then we'll get rolling into the show. Enjoy, everybody, and thank you for joining us here.
Get so mad at things that don't matter way too much. I let the way back winds and my old friends scatter like they were dust. I get to chasing that rainbow pot of gold, riding through the pouring rain with nothing to show for it, standing there soaking wet. Looking up, shaking my fist as the thunder rolls. Now and then on nights like this, I catch a thunderbolt. I wanna live a life like a dollar and the clock on the wall don't own me. Shine a light like mama's front porch when I'm lost and lonely. Stop forgiving and start forgetting. Be somebody that's worth remembering. Live a life so when I die, there's standing room only, standing room only. Standing room only, standing room only. I wanna take my grudges and my old regrets and let them go. I wanna learn how to say a lot more yes and a lot less no. Girl, I wanna dance and shout and love out loud and come alive. I wanna be the guy too cool to laugh and too scared to cry. I wanna live a life like a dollar and the clock on the wall don't own me. Shine a light like mama's front porch when I'm lost and lonely. Stop forgiving and start forgetting. Be somebody that's worth remembering. Live a life so when I die, there's standing room only, standing room only. Stop judging my life by my possessions. Start thinking about how many headlights will be in my procession. I wanna live a life like a dollar and the clock on the wall don't own me. Shine a light like mama's front porch when I'm lost and lonely. Start forgiving and start forgetting. Be somebody that's worth remembering. Live a life so when I die, there's standing room only, standing room only. Standing room only, standing room only. Standing room only, standing room only. Standing room only, standing room only.
Today, I want to talk to you about truth. Can you handle the truth? The truth is that God is great, beer is good, and the United States of America is star-spangled awesome. The truth is that we are going to have to get some new conspiracy theories because all the old ones came true. The truth is that Americans aren't perfect, but the other side is crazy. By the way, to me, kale tastes like I'd rather be fat. The truth is, I do not hate anyone. So I say this gently. The Biden administration sucks.
Good morning or good afternoon. Welcome to the Pulse Headline News. Today is March 16th, 2023. That's right. Mr. Finlay, welcome. Oh, that's heavy. I saw that. It's probably the flux capacitor with that 1.21 gigawatts. That almost hurt. Torres, welcome, brother. All righty. Scott, good morning, sir. How are you? You hanging okay this morning?
Huh?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on. You're asking me to hold on.
I've gotta adjust this twisty tie for my microphone.
On your microphone? Is it, dude? Did you get a new Mr. Microphone?
No, I didn't. I got a Miss microphone. I shouldn't say Mrs. That would mean that it didn't belong to me.
Right. Yeah. Are you like, you're gonna start singing stuff from like Frozen and and some of them Disney flicks?
Hey Torres, how are you doing?
Yeah.
My friend.
Yeah. Oh, now you call him friend. Where you been?
I always call him friend because Torres is very nice to me, like a respectful human being. Unlike sometimes other people, like boss host at certain shows.
Oh, whatever.
Like that kind of thing. But
Scott!
but Torres is always there for me.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll send you a box of tissue later. Okay.
You could say hi to our mad lad
across the pond,
Oceania.
Good morning. It's good to have you, brother. Yeah, Torres. He's in his feelings this morning. We're all gonna have to send him a box of tissue just to make him, feel special. Yeah,
no.
I think.
Don't send me any more tissue. I got surplus.
Do you? You got stir fry? Yeah.
I didn't say stir fry.
Yeah. Rick is singing for you. Did you see that?
Where is he?
Tear in my
Rick.
And I'm crying for
Hi,
you.
Rick.
Yeah.
Did you know that Rick is my best friend?
Is he?
In Alaska?
Really? It's probably your only friend in Alaska.
Yeah, you got that right.
Whatever. What a douche. Oh man, we got a great room this morning. It's already filling up. Look, it's such great people. They're happy. They're shiny.
Yeah,
they're smiley. Yeah.
You're my super best friend. I wasn't meaning to offend.
Okay, I'm your super best friend.
You're my global best friend.
Global. Oh, see, now we're going global. Good morning, Gato. Good to see you. Gato put out there. He's upset because they stole his likeness in Back to the Future 2 and 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I can go with that. I think he was more of a 3, because he's always wearing those Nikes, You know what I'm talking about, Scott? You seen Back to the Future 3? Is it the fringe coat?
I believe I've seen it.
Yeah.
It was,
they got Scott Dolch in there. Do you remember?
I've seen the first one.
The first one. That's as far as you got. Oh man.
And I've seen the second one.
Yeah, but not the third.
I've seen the third one. It's just like the first one I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
No, I don't actually think that I had anything Elon Musk related or actually crypto related this morning.
Not yet.
I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, I know there's been a little bit of trouble in the crypto world, and the last thing we did on Elon Musk was what's his name? Jacob Chansley.
Yeah, Chansley
from Arizona. The Q shaman. The Q shaman.
The Sheppin. Are you Sheppin on the side?
Yeah. So he wanted the Q shaman to be released from jail. That was the last thing that we covered.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we broke. Yeah. Russ
Oh my
says he's
gosh,
going
look at
full Irish today. You know,
he's
is he going full Rick Irish today, or is he just going Irish?
I will make it up to you, Torres.
Yeah. Well, oh man, dude, you just got broke up with on the air.
It's
He broke up with you
devastating.
on the air. Yeah. Russ says I'm not that crazy. All right, let's go ahead and oh my god, that's so funny. I got one site open. The first thing that pops up is Lucky Charms. I kid you not. Now that's
What?
funny. They no Lucky Charms ad popped up. So they've got like a whole bunch of different Lucky Charms out right now. I guess they got regular Lucky Charms. They got rainbow Lucky Charms, which I know you're all about.
Mm.
They have
Yeah, sure,
chocolate
why not?
Lucky Charms. Chocolate.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sure, someone else does that better.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably.
Do you
Like,
feel lucky,
for instance,
sugar brother? You know, you
or
could feel lucky this morning.
are the what was it? What's there's the Flintstone
The
fruity
Fruity
pebbles,
Pebbles? Yeah.
and then there's the chocolate ones. What are those called?
Dino Bites or something like that, aren't they?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, look at we already got. Look at you. Gato was talking about me being maybe from the future or the past, but Russ is in the future because he's already celebrating St. Patty's Day.
He is. He is.
So,
I mean, right. Woohoo. Let's do it. You know,
yeah.
green beer.
That's
green
my
meat.
favorite part of having global friends is like,
Yeah.
you know, I can like call Russ and I can go, "Hey Russ, has that Santa Claus guy hasn't been in your house yet? Just check,
Right.
you know."
Oh, you're gonna do the bar show later. Cool. I jumped into Russ's show the other night and he was at the pub. It was kind of funny, man, hearing all what was going on in the background.
And since my closest friend to Russ in time zone doesn't speak English really,
Yeah.
it's probably a benefit. So
That's a possibility, you know. I was gonna welcome ABC7 into the room, but he like just popped in and popped out. Was he just
maybe he'll prairie dog on you.
That's what he's doing. Matter of fact, we're coining that phrase here at the Pulse. We've got quite a few of them now that lately we have. If you pop in and pop out of the room, you're prairie dogging. Yeah. Scott, you want to go with that one?
Yeah.
They're prairie dogging in the Pulse. Yeah, we got that one.
Hey, Russ, are those big ears? Are you just listening to the Pulse?
Yeah, that's our new slogan. Shelby, welcome. Yeah, that's our new slogan. By the way, the new slogan for we're gonna have some stickers made up. Are those big ears, or are you just listening to the Pulse?
Yeah,
we got some great new coined phrases. I like it. Yeah, you know,
yeah.
prairie dogging. What's the other one? Scrabble bag, Scrabble sack, and Scrabble bag. If you come into the room and you don't have a screen name, we're just going to call you Scrabble bag. You know, that one. We coined some good phrases last night. I don't know. Yeah, you like that one, Finley? I figured you'd like that one. Yes, you can. Just make sure you give credit where credit is due. We'll take it. We'll let you use it. He's writing these down. That's it. Make sure you point at this direction. Scrabble bag and that's too much, man. Oh man. All right, you want to hear some weather here? Weather or
Not
not?
really.
Not really. All right.
No.
Let's do it anyway. I don't care. I'm just going to tell you. Currently, it's minus 13 here in the Denali Borough. That's in Fahrenheit, which equates to, it's cold out. We've got a high today of 4 Fahrenheit. in the positives. Low tonight a -20. Going into tomorrow. See, this is where it's cool here, Scott, because we're getting rid of those frigid temps. Tomorrow we got a high of 15, a low of -1. Saturday, high of 25, low of 6, both in the positives. By Sunday, we're going to be a high of 35 and a low of 9. Can you hang with that? I can. The shorts and flip-flops shall be coming out. Okay? I'm just telling
When
you.
my mute
Annie, well,
when my mute button is on, it means that like I'm, not engaging in conversation.
I could care less. I'm still bigger than you.
Like, so you keep saying like Scott this, Scott that.
Yeah.
See the mute button?
I'm supposed to.
That means I'm not
care.
engaging at the moment.
What's it mean you're doing? Do we want to go into that?
I'm saying hello to the people that matter.
Oh, is that it? Boy, you're just really chipper this morning. You know?
You bet. You absolutely
Scott.
bet.
All right, you ready to jump in to some news? Hanny J and Shelby, welcome to the show. Glad you're here this morning. Yeah, we'll see if we can brighten up your day here. Not yours, Scott. You I don't care about. Whatever. See, you're not muted now. Go ahead, say something.
What?
Yeah, exactly. What? All right, you ready to get into some news and get this thing rolling here?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you heard, we already talked about it for a second. So the U.S. released a video showing the collision of the Russian fighter jet with the MQ-9 Reaper drone over the Black Sea. The Russian fighter appears to dump fuel and intercepts the U.S. drone on the first attempt and apparently hits it on the second. Then all signals were lost. So if you want to go see a video of like, stuff crashing into each other and, a jet spraying.
Dumping fuel.
Yeah. So it almost looks like it kind of reminds me of like, like the cats like marking their territory.
Right. Yeah. On a drone. Yeah. But this was not intentional, I don't think. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
We're gonna see how it comes.
Honestly, don't care about like, to me, it's like, a drone is a pretty serious like remote control, like airplane or whatever. So it's like, oh yeah, well, we lost that. So
we lost our shit over the Black Sea. Yeah, I watched the video. I was watching the video and I was like looking at it and going, here he comes, right? You see him come towards it. And he dumps fuel. Yeah. He's attempting to fuel dump on the drone. It's like he's flying over to take a dump on it. Let's just crap on the drone on the way by. Just trying to disable. Well, of course that didn't work. So, we're going to hit the brakes and, yank up real quick and then do a tail strike on the prop on the drone. Yeah, that worked out good. Worked out real good. It's probably going to come out that it's unintentional, but hey, Yancey, welcome to the show. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're alive and kicking this morning. He hung out way too late with us last night. We got him in trouble.
Well,
like, dude, you gotta go to sleep sometime.
Prairie dogging, he became like the expert.
Yeah,
being from Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas stand.
All about prairie dogging over there. I've never even seen a prairie dog.
You've never seen a prairie dog?
No.
Seriously?
Dude, why would I have seen a prairie dog? I've lived my entire life in California and Arizona. We don't have prairie dogs over here.
There are prairie dogs in Arizona.
Are you sure? Are you sure they're not just like giant, like, Havapie mice?
No. There are prairie dogs. I been out hunting prairie dogs out there on a few farms that we got invited to. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. No, there's prairie dogs
are you
out there.
sure? Are you sure that wasn't like you know, some kind
What?
of like men's club?
No, it wasn't a men's club. You're just on one this morning, aren't you? Oh man. Yeah, you're just gonna be on one. I can see it. No, we did. We kept a lot of people up last night. We were just running a show late, and it just kind of happened. And I don't know. I don't know.
Mm,
You bailed out and even fell asleep. You like
yeah.
crashed. I get a text message at like 4 a.m. Sorry, dude, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. Annie and Yancy were both had late nights. Like they're just trying to scramble through the day. All righty. What else you got in the news? Since we've already talked about Dump Jet.
Yeah, I've
Dump,
I have actually really, really big news.
yeah.
I this news as super positive. So the Wall Street Journal reported this morning. I'm really not seeing the amount of headline space that this should be taking.
Okay.
Iran has agreed to stop arming the Houthis in Yemen.
The who?
The Houthis.
The Houthis. Why? Oh.
The Houthis are the rebel group that has been attacking Saudi Arabia for quite some time.
Why have I never heard that term for some reason?
I
Am I
don't know.
like
You're
way
you're
out of
you're
the
that you're that out of the loop with that.
Houthis?
So the Houthis are known for they've bombed like airports in Saudi Arabia, fighting with Saudi Arabia. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. The
So,
who?
and that's a constant battle between Saudi Arabia and that rebel group, coming out of Yemen. Yemen is kind of a mess of factions,
Yeah.
essentially.
Is that a southern term? Yeah, man.
What?
You know. Yeah.
No, no, it's
No,
not.
it's not like
No,
y'all. Okay.
no, it's Yemen, as in Yemenis,
Yemenis.
Yemi.
I'm just I don't know why I haven't just not connected with the Houthis before. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, this is a big deal. This is
Yeah.
actually a huge de-escalation of violence that constantly is ongoing in the Middle East. It's now possible that it will completely disappear.
Yeah.
So the deal was brokered by China
Okay.
between Saudi Arabia and Iran. So so China has come in and has completed a peace deal between two violent factions going on in the Middle East, and
Yeah.
they basically have set up a peace deal
Okay.
for
That's big
a
news.
region in the Middle East. I mean, so for me, this is all positive news.
Right.
For others, people are of course breaking it down and like getting into it, and they're like, "Well, China shouldn't do this, and China doesn't know that." Like, and it's like the whole thing is there's going to be a huge like thing with our administration
Yeah.
being jealous that they were completely unable to capture this audience and do anything positive.
Right.
So,
Pintu, welcome to the show.
unfortunately, we don't have the foreign policy that cares about peace at the moment. So,
No.
at least that's just my opinion.
Absolutely. Juan, welcome to the show.
But I do, like I said, I think this is very positive.
Absolutely. That's huge. I mean, if someone's going to do it, at least, well, I should say it this way. At least someone is doing something.
Yeah, it's kind of like who cares who brokered it? If it's
Right.
If it's peace, it's peace.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Paul G, welcome. By the way, all those new listeners here at the Pulse, make sure you guys hit the follow button on the way through and keep up with us. We do headline news here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Alaska time, 11 a.m. Pacific, and also have we have a variety show on Wednesday nights. We had a lot of fun last night. It was good times. I was really glad. Zaria and Paul, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no, that's huge. I'm just glad that someone decided to broker something in the world now. At least it's making something happen, you know. Yeah, let's what else you got rolling there? Right? Are you cowboying it right now? Asma,
I don't
welcome
know
to
what
the
that means. What does that
you're
mean?
keyboard cowboying it right now. That's
Oh.
okay. I appreciate you doing that.
Let
But
me just send a clip because like I don't want to hear myself talk right now.
are you sure? Why? It's just so enlightening. Okay. Oh no. Seriously?
Yeah,
We gotta do this guy? Okay.
yeah.
Here, welcome to the show. All right. What do you got for us? You got a headline, or you just want me to throw it out there and that way we can just
MSNBC, Fauci was on there,
okay.
and he's basically saying that Americans are going to need to do an annual COVID shot, essentially.
They're still pushing that crap
Yeah,
after
it's still
all the
being
stuff
pushed.
that's
So,
come out. Wow,
yeah.
man. All right, let's go ahead and listen to this clip here. Here we go. Our famous Dr. Fauci. Yeah. He can be your doctor, Scott. Here we go.
That leads to the question, Joe, and would like the answer from you, Dr. Fauci, who you're the pride of Holy Cross College. And I don't believe you were in medical school with Ted Cruz or Jim Jordan. But how many booster shots do you think we will be getting? There's one available now, but how long in the future will we be getting booster shots?
You know, we don't know definitively the answer to that, but it is likely that this thing is not going to disappear. It's not going to be eradicated, and it's not going to be eliminated. So it's going to be around, for the foreseeable future. So it is likely that we will require an intermittent, likely at the same time as we get a flu vaccine, at least once a year, very similar to what we do to keep updated on our immunity against influenza. It is very likely that the similar situation we'll be experiencing with COVID, namely getting a booster shot once a year, probably at the same time as we get an influenza shot.
All right. That was the infamous Dr. Fauci. Anytime a doctor says the word likely 6 times in 30 seconds, I'm starting to get a little worried there. I'm seriously getting a little worried.
Dr. Jed just became so much more legit in my head.
No kidding, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. Let's get serious now. Oh, we just got gophered, by the way. We got gophered in the room. No, going back to Fauci. Okay, he did. He literally, as soon as he said likely, I go, okay, let's see how many times he does it. Yeah, triple word score, Yancey. Absolutely. 6 times said likely. Man, you got a doctor coming at me saying likely, and I'm going to go, yeah, this ain't cool. Likely. So, Scott, are you unanimously sure that it's going to be likely time to get another booster?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Why? Where'd you go?
I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, really.
I know it's crap.
If anyone thinks that outside of what we probably talk about on this show, it's like, I don't really keep track of all this stuff. That much.
Yeah.
To be fair,
it's likely that you're not gonna. It's very likely that you're not gonna keep up with it. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. No, I was gonna say I don't think I can. I'm having an issue with Podbeam right now where I can't message at all. So
yeah.
And I can't mute, which is even probably worse. It came back. It came back. Cool.
Did it?
Yeah.
Scott.
Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about my personal issues.
Right. Yancey put out there. Well, let's start with Paul G. As long as they have sheep, they will continue. Absolutely. Yancey put out there, what a condescending douche. You were in medical
Yeah, I think
school with
that's
Ted Cruz and Jim Jordan.
what is this? What is this thing that's attached to Hanny's name?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Well, all I see is, did he say eliminate?
Did you didn't talk to me about this?
Absolutely, I did, and then you bailed off the show.
No, we did not.
I was waiting. Hanny, we did good, girl. We.
I mean, with
did
three people
amazing.
now, I only have like 51% of the power.
Well, no. Well, no, you got more than that. We'll give you more. I brought it up to HR last night, and it was approved that you are the shop steward. So, you know.
That's not, that doesn't sound like a good position. Shop steward, like
shop
you have
steward?
to like wear like a Swiss Miss costume or something. What is that? It's a shop steward.
You will have to grab your ankles a time or two just to let you know.
Jesus.
But like the management, we're going to give you some of those toilet seat protectors. You know, that way you're protected by the management. Yeah. Yancey put out, I'll trade you 2% for some salsa.
It's probably a fair trade.
That's a very fair trade. I was waiting for you to see how long it was going to take you to see that. She didn't even have to shine the badge or polish.
Look at this. Like, look at this show. It's like,
right.
It's like the yeah. It's all like military in here. It's all like these like admin. Mess around in this show.
Yeah, he told and he says, it ain't easy being me. Wasn't that a song? Or was it? No, that was Kermit the Frog, wasn't it? Green. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know what you need to play tomorrow.
Right.
That's your St. Patrick's Day song.
Right.
Write it down.
Write it down. Let's see here. I may even. No, should we?
Why not? Yeah, sounds good to me.
Oh man, let me see here.
So we
I think I have it here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Play tomorrow. Play tomorrow.
Okay, I will. I was just loading it. You know, I do have it in there.
Jeez, you get so excited.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, why wouldn't I? I better put that in the. Oh my God! I just got a thing that says thank you for downloading this song. Hakeem, welcome to the show. Yeah, this room is pretty happening right now. I can go with it. It only took you, dude. It only took you like 22 minutes to realize that.
Oh, wow.
You did good. Yeah, you did good. So,
okay.
Yeah.
On that note,
moving on. Yeah, way to change.
I've got a few stories that are coming out of Europe. The first one is the European Central Bank raises its interest rates by 0.5% to 3.5%, despite market turmoil.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry. I just lost it there for a minute. Don't ask. You know.
What was that like giving you financial news? Was just like,
yeah,
you're not ready for that? Did you need another cup of coffee before I said something about percentages and numbers?
Yeah, no, I just it was at least one more. Welcome, Ellie. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. We had another gopher pop in, by the way, so I'm sure they'll be back. But I wanted to get that out. You know, I had to say good morning to Ellie, or should I say, Darud. There you go. or
What we
you know,
got? I've also got here's a story. You know, I love German news.
yeah.
Um,
Here we go.
one of the things that I pull news from is the Bild.
Yeah,
Heard me say that a bunch of times, right?
right.
So Bild is has this like huge like turnover of roles. Axel Springer suddenly replaces the entire editorial team of German's biggest tabloid, Bild. The current editors in chief, Johannes Boy and Alexander Wurzbach and Claude
Where's
Ongs, are stepping down from their previous roles.
Oh, okay. Did it say why they're stepping down? Welcome, Rocky.
I have no idea. Bild is a little like,
Yeah.
they're like considered a tabloid, but they're like kind of one of those tabloids that every once in a while like accidentally tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know,
oh man. I just caught some chat out there. I was just
but
well, we're running short of Scrabble bags this morning so far. Have you noticed that? We've totally just everyone in the chat is like all up in arms about our Scrabble bag shortage this morning. Yeah. Hanny's asking if Yancey's disappointed. Yeah.
you want to get some bags?
Yancey, do you need to be bagged this morning? I'm not gonna go there. We'll just leave that one.
Okay, so we're gonna move over to France.
Okay, let's move to France, shall we?
Macron has decided to trigger Article 49.3 to adopt his controversial pension reform plan without a vote in the French National Assembly. The use of the article is often described as a nuclear option. This is because there is the possibility that could cause the collapse of the government. The unpopular pension plan has promoted major strikes and protests across the country since January. This risky move by Macron is expected to trigger a no confidence vote. So there is some turmoil going on in their government over there.
Okay.
Over this.
So
I don't know the background on this, but I do know there's been worker protests and going on.
It's a good thing you have me, because I actually do. Okay. 49.3 is the French Constitution enables a government to push a bill through the National Assembly. So it's basically overriding the lower house of Parliament without a vote.
Right, but it's pretty much the same as an executive order that would be overpowering, where basically the whole other government could say no. And that's where it comes into this idea that he could actually lose his government over this.
Right. Correct.
You know, in the way that they use the government over there, they got so many political parties. There's like, you know, a political party for everything. Like, you know, like there's the Liberate the Croissant Party, and
I was
there's
going to say the macaroon, but
the macaroon party, and you know the Bardot Brothers Party. Like there's like 14 parties, you know. So it's like that type of government where you only need like, you know, that one over half, right?
Yeah.
to control
Scrabble
it.
back. Welcome to the show.
Jesus.
I couldn't help it.
You just got me because it was like really serious, like when you said it, like it's very respectful.
I didn't mean to. It was softly
welcome
spoken.
to the show, Scrabble Bag. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Yancy says you're welcome, by the way. I did not mean to derail you in a serious moment.
No, I wasn't actually. I actually could care less. The only thing that comes out of France that I even care about is fragrances and watches. So everything else can just.
Rothan, welcome.
The wine world's cool, but I just don't drink wine. So
Yeah, you do
I
a
mean,
little bit. You do a little bit. I mean,
yeah,
you're more of a cork dork knowing about wine than you
yeah, but
are.
it just really, it's not like something
Yeah,
I'm like striving for.
right. Not recently, anyway. No, no, I get it. Yeah. Let's see. Handy says red wine is my favorite, basically my love. Yeah. Yes, that is cork dork is that industry jargon. Me and Scott been using that for years.
Yeah, it's weird. I was like, oh, I thought that was a common thing. Maybe,
Yeah, I don't know. You and I have been using that for years. I mean, we used to
right?
talk about wines, right? We'd go into wine shops simultaneously, usually on the phone, going, "Have you checked this out before?" You know, I don't know. I still got. I'm picky about.
It's a fun world. It's a fun world to learn about.
It is. You did a lot of learning lately on
Yeah,
cork
yeah,
dork.
I know quite a bit about
Yeah,
regional stuff now.
yeah.
French,
French.
like all the classifications there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Like you said, the only thing that's important is wine and watches. Is that where you're going?
fragrances.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like a lot of the designers that are there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
We'll go
they're
with it.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm into that kind of stuff. You know, not all that stuff is really important, but they actually try with the fragrances, like some of the high designers.
Yeah.
It's like they make these like $200 T-shirts with just a logo on them. That's
Yeah.
garbage, right? Like no matter how you look at that, that's
Pick it
garbage.
up
That's
with a
somebody
swap.
just trying to make money, right?
Yeah.
Um, but then but the fragrance world is very competitive, and
Right.
they actually do try. And designers are actually in the middle, right? They're on the cheaper end of the fragrance world because there's a whole niche world where everything's like 300 plus. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I shouldn't be
Does that mean
rambling
we
on
can
about that one.
get a T-shirt out there and charge $200 for it? We do have a brand.
You
Rohan, welcome back.
can,
Yeah.
you can.
I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I just want the stickers. We gotta get some.
I've seen like at where was that? God, I can't even think of it. It's the big department store here in Tucson.
What, you talking like Kohl's or something?
Dillard's,
Dillard's.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
Dillard's.
You'll see
Yeah.
Moschino t-shirts there,
Okay.
$185.
You gotta be kidding me. For a T-shirt?
Yeah, yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
I mean, one underwear is one thing, spending good money on, but a T-shirt?
I wear their underwear. I like their underwear.
Do you?
God, okay, so you just stop talking about this.
I can't help it, man. You just went there. You totally derailed me. We're talking about expensive clothing here. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, we're
Dig into-
way off.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna go underwear. You got to go Versace or Calvin Klein. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm sending you a clip so you can get off the subject. So
And
this
he's like, really? Yeah. Hey, we get our spends every year, me and Scott, and usually that's what we spend. What's our Saks Fifth Avenue? What do we get every year?
It's just $50 twice a year.
Yeah, yeah. So we go on there and we splurge. I mean, important stuff. No fruta de loom for this guy. See, okay. Jay's got it. Hanny says, I can't judge. Victoria's Secret is my fave. Yeah, there you go. Hanny, just to let you know, it's not a secret anymore. It's pretty much out everywhere. All right, Scott, you ready? What'd you send to me here?
This is from the Florida Surgeon General, where he is talking about that mRNA vaccines have a terrible safety profile.
Really? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me go ahead and play the clip. You ready for it? Is that what you want me to do? Let's just do it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why it was
was
sent.
was that why it was sent? Okay. Here we go. Let's go ahead and play that clip. It's about a minute and a half. Here we go.
People believe that what is happening isn't actually happening. These vaccines have a terrible safety profile. At this point in the pandemic, I'm not sure anyone should be taking them. And that's, that is the honest truth. I don't think anyone probably should be taking them. They have a terrible safety profile. And we have, unfortunately, a CDC and FDA who just the most consistent thing they've done is deny the truth. Whether it was pushing masks, they did squat. They did not have any substantial impact, no benefit. Pushing masks, pushing the vaccines in little kids, all these low-value, divisive policies that they did. Meanwhile, here's the truth, right? You look at these studies of the mRNA COVID-19 vaccines. There was a study published a few weeks ago in a journal called Lancet, a journal that's well known, I should say. And what did these authors show? They showed that after 7 months, the protection for infection, right? It started, around 70%, down. At 7 months, it hops onto the other side of the axis, right? So it is negative, and that continues, and that the magnitude of that negativity increases over time. What does that mean, folks? It literally means that the people who received that vaccine were more likely to contract COVID-19 after 7 months than the people who did not. That is a fact. Has the CDC or FDA ever said a word about that? No.
I gotta say, Scott, I like this guy. He used technical terms like they did squat. He's straight up. I like this guy. I have never heard him speak before. Yeah, I totally get it. I like this guy. He's straight up. He just came out and just threw it all out there. And he's right. They didn't tell us anything. I mean, we got the Fauci march, right? It kind of just throws us into a circle. They're circling back to it. I like this guy. I'd like to hear more from him. I'm sure he's on the inside, being the Surgeon General, right? Florida Surgeon General. He's probably got more to say than most do, and it actually equates to something decent.
Right.
All right. I just put a follow on him. I want to hear more on him. I really do. Yancey put out there the lingo of the people. That's exactly right. He wasn't bullshitting on the way through. He just basically said it how it is,
Right.
By the way, Henny says you need a nap. Yeah.
Well.
Ma Adoma, welcome. There we go. We got someone new in the room. Hit that follow button. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Camp Belly, welcome to the show. Oh, man.
That's Campbell.
Camp Belly.
Camp Belly?
Oh, Campbell. Cynthia Campbell. There you go. Welcome to the show. There you go. I'm a little bit behind like my co-host is this morning.
And it's maybe her name is Cynthia.
I'm pretty sure of it. I would go with that. Welcome to the show.
You could do something like this instead of being like all uncomfortable. You could just like say, "Hey, how you doing? Howdy, Cynthia."
Right.
Like, you could be pleasant. I don't know what the deal with being rude.
Scott.
Lately, you've been having this attitude, right? Like you're just like,
yeah,
like hit them hearts and hit the road.
Yeah.
I'm trying to calm you down. I'm really trying to.
Yeah. Cynthia says, I am blessed. Well, very good. I'm glad. We're happy to have you here in the show. Let's see. Yancey's putting out, look at how we put it out there. Brett Reed, good. I'm getting tagged this morning. That's all good. That's all right. Scott, you need a nap still. I'm just letting you know. What else you got rolling here?
I've got so this just came out. This is from the House Oversight Committee.
Sorry. Yancey put out that's for the backing comment. Martin for commish. I'm sorry, he's got me rolling. All right, Scott.
All right, you done playing around?
I am.
Are you gonna sit around prairie dogging all day or what? 'Cause I've had about enough.
I can't help it. Yancey, sorry about that, dude. It just kind of came out earlier. That's all right. We'll just go with it. Yeah, Scott's all business this morning. That's a first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shelby goes, oh, snap. All right, Scott, go ahead. Let's go back.
Business in the front and in the back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's 2 bells for you. Oh, man. You're right. And we are down on the scramble bags this morning. So let's just go with it. All right, Scott, what do you got? Let's do it here.
All right. So House Oversight Committee just announced that the Biden family received over $1 million after a Chinese company wired $3 million to Robinson Walker LLC, a company owned by a Biden family associate.
Oh,
so
no.
that is now being fully discussed in the House. So that's actually movement to that stuff. And I try not to follow that stuff too close because a lot of them go, people make a big deal about something. It's like, let's do it this way.
Okay.
If you ever go on Twitter and you just say you visit Twitter today and you just want to see what's going on, basically all you're going to hear from one side of Twitter is that we've got him now. Donald Trump is going to jail. Today's the day they finally uncovered, and it's like some like weird opinion piece that they're linking to that says that Donald Trump will be arrested and thrown in jail tomorrow. And then you go back 3 years later and that same person saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like nothing ever happens. And it's the same thing with the other side of the aisle. They always kind of like overstate this kind of stuff. So just hit those high level stories and that's what's going on. Yeah. So they've got money from a Chinese company.
Well, how many
times? First time I've heard this, but
a few times.
What's that?
Hasn't it been proven a few times that the Chinese money was dumped into shell companies or something like that and then thrown into
but it's but the point I'm making is that as you go up the chain, right?
Yeah.
Then it becomes more important. Like if it's just a bunch of people chattering at the bottom, like I explained on Twitter, that happens every single day.
Right.
No, it's not really important. I mean, how many times did you hear like, just those phrases that were becoming extremely popular, like, Clinton body count,
right?
All of that kind of stuff. Like you'd hear that stuff over and over again. Or, this is the time, orange man in orange jumpsuit, you hear all of this stuff like that. And no, like actually watch when like something important happens. Right. So, that's kind of why it's like, that's why I'd even mentioned it. 'Cause it's actually happening in the House. They're actually talking about the president's family being associated with maybe possibly taking a bribe from China. That's the bottom line.
Right.
And the House is looking into it as we speak. Is the House a court? No, they can't do nothing at all.
They can expose. They can expose. There you go.
Yeah. They could do things like, say if it's like corruption within like an agency of the US, they can like suggest not funding them, right? Things like that. That's in their power. But like I said, I even still use a choice word, suggest,
Right. Yeah. That's what they'll do. They'll expose it and see where it goes from there. But then again, look at all the crap that we've exposed over the last 3 months. Nothing's happened with it. What the hell happened to, all the top secret documents? I mean, right? It's crap. Big deal.
Right.
They exposed it. Yeah, they exposed it. Nothing happened. I mean, I'm sure we all got top secret documents in our garage by now. Hell, I'm still looking for a climber manual for the freaking Subaru that I lost in there. I consider that a secret document now because I can't find it. I mean, it's
What?
secret. It's somewhere safe in there. I don't know.
Okay, so but
Yeah,
before
go
I
on,
just start
go
like
on.
rambling off into nonsense, can you
Yeah.
play me a Chipper song?
Play you a Chipper song? I can play you
Yeah.
a Chipper song. I got a new song
Yeah.
today. Yeah. You
Oh,
want to take a quick song break and we can fill up our coffee here? I'm ready for that.
yes, please.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get that out there. All those that are new here in the Pulse, please hit that follow button for us. You can find out more about us on the web as well. You can go to pulsealaska.com and find out more about us, what we do here at the show. We currently have headline news Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Alaska time, 11 a.m. Pacific, and so on. And then we have our variety show, which happened last night, rolled over a few times. Great show, Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. Alaska time as well on Wednesdays. It's just a lot of fun. Great room, good people. Also check out, you'll be also seeing us pop up during off times. You'll see Chilling with the Pulse out there. Just time to have some conversation, some chat, and some music, and just enjoy our time together. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a few minute break here to fill up our coffee. Like I said, I got a new tune for us out there today. Scott, thank you for joining me. As always, it's great to have you as my co-host and also my friend. Let's do this. Here we go. Enjoy the song. And Miss Cynthia, thank you for being with us today. I see you're heading back to work. Please hit that follow button. That way you know when we go live on air. All right, let's do it.
Right now, I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left now. To the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Gonna roll your shoulders. Do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. It's simple, you can do it. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now cool down, have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly, have a good time. Round and round you go. It's time to show out right now and take to the floor. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Take it down now, take it down now. Take it down now, take it down now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Take it down and crisscross. Bring it up now, Chris Cross. Do whatever you like right here. Just have fun. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it.
The Clear Sky.
This show brought to you in part by the great people at Clear Sky Lodge, where the steaks are the best in Alaska. Don't forget Wednesday food specials and pool tournaments on Friday nights at 7:30. Clear Sky Lodge, located at milepost 280 Parks Highway, Anderson, Alaska. Open 7 days a week, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Give them a call at 907-582-2251. Tell them your friends at The Pulse sent you. All righty, we're back. Welcome back to the Pulse Headline News. Welcome, our executive producer just jumped in. Scott, man, did you get some coffee? You all good? You all pumped up after that song?
I did.
Yeah. Good choice, man. Great choice. You know, I liked it. Got me all going. What do you think? You got, go ahead. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah.
I didn't say anything to be interrupted.
I thought you were going to speak, you know. I was kind of jumping the gun there.
Talking over me seems like a common occurrence
on
this platform. So,
whatever.
I'm just trying to get attention.
Is that what you're doing? Put your arm up in the air. Jump up and down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want attention there, you know.
Yeah.
Scott. Yancey put out there, Susie, thank God Brett needs a handler today. Yancey's not going to let that one go after the comment I made earlier. He's just going to go with it. Hello, sir. She, head. I'm just going to leave it at that. Welcome to the show, man. What else you got in the news for us? Or you,
no, that's pretty much it. I'm hitting to the bottom of the barrel here, where I'm at down to the news that just pisses people off. So,
are you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and kind of stop. You know,
we fill the panel. Is that what you're saying?
Right. And then, like, yeah, if I see one, that'll target somebody. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You want me to go ahead and open the call lines up here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get those call lines open here. And hello, sis. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Okay. Wow. Shep's in the house. Welcome, Shep. All right. I just opened the call lines up, and you're welcome to call in, be a part of the panel. We can kind of discuss things that we've talked about already or throw out a little bit more. Since Scott says he's got some news that's just going to piss everyone off. I'm sure we can.
I didn't say I was going to talk about it.
Oh,
that's what I've been sitting here reading is,
yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually have been reading, the news coming out of the Middle East.
Yeah.
And no, I honestly think there's a lot of good things. So this just happened. So the Saudi military just did an official announcement that Saudi soil will not be used for any military action against Iran in the future. So they're taking this pretty seriously. So that's a kind of an update on that.
Like I said before, it's glad someone's doing something. You know, I mean,
right. Yeah. Peace is peace. So we'll stick with that.
Yeah, let's just go with it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm happy. Now, is it going to be a signed treaty, or what are they doing with it? Or is it just like a common ground between them all?
This is a deal that's officially brokered and being handled by China. That is actually what's going on.
Okay. All righty.
So,
Well, good for them. I'm glad someone did something over there. Maybe it'll calm down a little bit.
it's the first thing that I've heard that's been we'll call it proactive to peace since the Abraham Accords. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All righty. Well, I'm good with it. What else you got breaking out there? Anything else that's
No,
important?
not
No?
really. I mean, there's a lot of chatter out there today. So there's a lot of chatter about Telegram today.
Okay.
There is a lot of European news organizations that are now going after Telegram. They're saying that it's a place for extremists.
Yeah.
And they're going after any of the say news sources that shoot through Telegram, that have Telegram channels, and
Okay.
they're sending them a lot. There's a lot of threatening letters. German newspapers especially are doing this. They're trying to say that any of the news channels on Telegram are breeding grounds for extremists.
Yeah.
So I'm also seeing a lot of chatter about Chat GPT, and but just really not any news, but just a lot of chatter. Still, people are really using this as a high topic out there. So yeah, the AI stuff is just going to continue. So,
Okay.
but
We
overall, yeah, I'll let you know if I see anything super
Okay.
important. I'm trying to stay away from. There's a lot of news that would just, like I said, piss people off. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
stay away from that right now.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Let's go ahead and we've got our first caller in. Let's go ahead and welcome Rocky to the show. Are you digging that?
In the Twilight Zone, and you surprised me again.
I did. I got you, didn't I? You liked that, didn't you? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I still like your original entry. I must admit, because I can always go. And
I
please,
never really
welcome
was
to
a
the
Rocky
panel.
fan.
Yeah. You weren't?
No.
Come on, man. You know you can run steps.
I sort of have to
I
agree
used
with
to
that.
be able to run steps.
I never really cared for that movie, those movies myself either.
Why? You just
I
didn't
like
like
the Rambo
Adrian, or
movies. I
what?
was more in tune with them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let that one go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
man,
really a Sylvester
over.
Stallone fan, period, to be honest.
No? You probably do a pretty good impression of him, though, don't you?
No. Why would you say
I
that?
don't know. It's just an oddity. Sometimes oddities just pop out,
Adrian.
Yeah. Put out, yo, Adrian.
Yeah, no, I don't really have that accent, I guess you would call it.
No.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't
East Coast
feel
accent.
it. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it.
You're not feeling it.
I don't either.
I'm like the polar opposite of like Shep. Like he's East Coast dude. I'm West Coast dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Can't step on toes. You know what I mean?
Right. we still gotta play with our AI engine, which we haven't done the special show yet.
Well, there's so here's one of the weird stories that'll just kind of connect all those things, right?
Okay.
So that's the company that's going around buying everybody's homes and then turning them into rentals, right?
Right.
They have an AI economic engine called Aladdin, right?
Yeah.
And the input from that this morning came out that SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, will be the first domino to fall. And on that announcement, literally because of it, the Dow fell 300.
Really?
Yeah, just like
A dump.
smack
Don't
smack
surprise
fall just because of that announcement itself.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's also welcome Mr. Holiday Road himself, WKOP's Yancey. How you doing, brother? You feeling rough this morning?
How's it going? I'm trying to.
I'm
I'm
good.
digging deep, man. Digging deep out here.
You're digging deep, just trying to get through the day.
Oh yeah. Hey, so what Scott was
Poor
just talking
Yancey.
about with Chat GPT? There's a new one
Yeah.
that's going to be rolling out. Did you hear about that?
Which one?
Upgrade GPT-4. Apparently, I guess right now they're this current version is GPT 3.5. It's got like 175 billion learning parameters. The GPT-4 will have 1 trillion learning parameters to pull information from.
Crap.
Right. I actually got messaged on that this morning. Remember, because we're a part of the Bing already.
Right.
And it was already, we were automatically put on the waiting list for it already.
Gotcha.
So
I've got
Well, I figured,
I have breaking news actually on a
Do
story
you?
that we just broke yesterday.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Miles Guo has been arrested. He was actually arrested by U.S. federal agents on the request of the Department of Justice. They've arrested the Chinese billionaire connected to Steve Bannon. They allege that he's had over $1 billion in fraud schemes.
What?
Yep, so
Seriously?
that just happened. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
After
we broke
just
that
came
story
out
just in
yesterday.
time, right?
Yeah, we broke it just yesterday, and look at him. He's
You spilled the beans on him.
yeah, we broke the news, and guess what? He's in deep. No, yeah. We'll have to stay up on that one now, won't we? Did it say what their charges are? Other than how many counts? Did they say how many counts it was?
No, they're not saying anything like that. They're just saying that the arrest was over an alleged $1 billion fraud scheme.
Huh. And they didn't say what yet. So
No. Miles has promised to his online followers outsized returns if they invested in his business entities.
That's how he got the
So-
building, you know.
No, because his apartment was bought when he got here.
Right.
Yeah, so that's old news. That's like 5 years ago kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But he does have, like I said, he has if you go look at him up on YouTube, he has a YouTube channel that I think it's almost daily that he goes on.
Really?
And yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And like I said, he's a frequent guest on Steve Bannon's War Room.
Right.
So those people are out doing their thing, you know.
He might not
Yeah.
have a show today, though.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that.
Yeah,
gonna
he
happen.
may be a little, doing it from Prison Orange, you know.
Doing it from a cell phone in a prison cell.
Right. You know. I'm sure he's probably in a nice cush cell, you know. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that the other day, Scott, when we were talking about, you know, when celebrities get locked up. Who was it that had the most elegant cell out there? And I think it was James Brown when he got locked up. His cell was like, it was like being at the Four Seasons, basically. How do you call that jail?
I never really paid attention to the celebrities when they got locked up. It's usually because they said something wrong and somebody didn't like it.
Yeah.
And they decided to punish him, you know.
Yeah. I remember seeing something on it, and I can't remember. Let me see if I can see it here. Now you got me looking. Let's see. because now I want to know. Okay, let's look here. Images here of his cell. Actually, they took it down, but his cell was like not your normal cell. Like I said, it was like staying at the Four Seasons. You know, I mean, it was crazy. It was totally crazy. I don't know. So Yancey, you're out making it through the world today. Sorry for keeping you up so long last night, but you know how it rolls.
Yeah, you'll have that.
It was good having you in there last night.
Yeah, no, it was a great time.
It really was.
Everybody seemed to be firing on all cylinders, even that late.
Absolutely, it was. What was funny was I was catching up on your news there in Coffeyville. What's this ordinance you guys got that it's hammering everyone, and you even got stickered? Is this true?
Oh yeah, I got stickered. So there's a vehicle ordinance in town. They got passed a few years ago where you can't park in your yard for extended periods of time, can't have inoperable vehicles. Basically, it's like a beauty ordinance, right? They don't want people to have junkyards in their front yards, right? But they take it a little too far sometimes. If the code enforcement guy drives by and you're moving a vehicle to get another vehicle out of your driveway or something, you pull it into your yard to get the other vehicle out, and he happens to be there, he's going to try to ding you for it. I mean, they're real petty with it. And apparently he was out in full force yesterday, and all of the socials were lighting up with comments about it. So
yeah, I was just wondering about that. So is it any vehicle? So all vehicles have to be registered that are parked in your yard?
Yeah, all vehicles have to be registered currently. And I don't know how, this code enforcement guy must be driving around with binoculars looking at everybody's tags, because I don't know. He's got a lot of time on his hands, apparently.
Well, so who hired this guy? The city manager? Is this part of the city manager?
Yeah, he works under the city manager. His office is actually in the police department, and there's 2 compliance officers, and they call them officers, and their office is in the police department.
Really?
So, yeah, it's kind of some small town BS. But
money making scheme.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a revenue generator, because they definitely go after the people they know can pay the fines. They don't really target the guy that has a falling down shed in his backyard and his grass is 3 feet high. They target the guy that will actually pay the fine. So
right,
yeah. Hey man, stick around. I'll tell you how I really feel about it.
Right, that's what I want to know. You know how interested I am in Coffeyville right now. So it's one of those things, I'm like listening to it, and I'm watching these things pop up. And Justin put out there, we got, what was his, how did he term it? He goes,
he said that
we got houses that look like they're as warm as shit, but yet we're targeting cars. How did he put it?
He said we're ticketing people for having cars in their yards, but we have houses that look like warm ass.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not, Martin for Commission.
A lot of people, they're coming up with conspiracy theories about thinking that it's retribution for what's going on with the city manager right now. I don't really subscribe to that, but who knows? Yeah. It's a small town. A lot, more politics come out of not City Hall than City Hall itself. So it could be a possibility.
Yeah. Thank you, sis, for the gifts. By the way, thank you all those that give gifts here to the show. We're coming up on. I'll put this out because someone sent me a message how we were doing on that, and our what do you call it, Scott? What did they call it? What do I call it? So we can get our mark, something points out there. I don't know. What was it, Scott?
Engagement
points? What are you talking about? The golden bean thing or whatever?
Yeah. No, it's not engagement. It's pod points for when we get the golden beans and your gifts out there, which they mean a lot to our show. So everyone that contributes those to our show here, I want to thank you for that, because we're coming up on the mark to where we're going to get, we could get 3-hour spots next month, which is really cool. You know, instead of these 2-hour blocks, we'll be able to go 3 hours. So, yeah, it's, it's cool. You know, it's really cool. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone that contributes those odd points to us, those gifts. They mean a lot here to the show.
What is?
Okay. What the
What
hell is
that?
that?
That's me
It's
pouring
rockets.
my thermos into my big cup.
Oh, I thought you were dumping your bedpan.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
That's going to the big city this morning, and I always take a thermos of coffee with me when I go in, just in case I, up for too long, and I can have a big cup of coffee for the long drive back.
Right.
And
how long does it take you to get to town?
It takes me about an hour.
About an hour to get to town?
Yeah.
So you're about
this morning was a little bit different because there was a lot of snow and ice on the road, but I got in there.
Yeah.
And when I got back, the roads were clear because the sun came out.
Yeah. Scott says, dude, that was wrong, man. It sounded like that band. I'm sorry, but
rinsing out my bedpan.
So
you get the bell for that one, Scott. I love it, man.
I wanted to do because there's a lot of chatter and we kind of just like brushed over the high level on this Russian jet and drone incident.
Right.
I kind of wanted to do a fast recap of the things that have been said just today.
Okay. Paul G, welcome back. And Rick, welcome.
So we could just start at early this morning. The first thing that I saw is that Russia now is beginning to do Navy drills with China and Iran.
What?
So, yep. Then Russia announced that they will react proportionately to future U.S. Provocations. And that's from their defense ministry.
Yeah. So they're gearing up.
I'm not even done.
Okay.
Like at all. This just continues to fly. U.S. Senator Tom Cotton calls on the White House to send warships to the Black Sea. He wants to use the drone incident to send cruise missiles to the Ukraine, which the armed forces of Ukraine can use to target on Russian cities. Because of this, Anatoly Anatonov has responded directly to the United States with a declaration of war. Several U.S. senators have threatened to shoot down Russian planes and target U.S. cities. An attack on a Russian plane in a neutral space would be a declaration of war. Russia's ambassador to Washington. Intentionally attacking a Russian aircraft in neutral airspace is just a crime under international law, but also an open declaration of war on the largest nuclear power. He has warned an armed clash between Russia and the United States would be radically different from a proxy war that the Americans wage remotely against us in Ukraine. Is the Capitol ready to expose American citizens and the international community to the risk of an all-out nuclear war? The ambassador commented on threats of a number of American U.S. lawmakers, in particular, Senator Lindsey Graham, to shoot down Russian aircraft in international airspace if they approach U.S. military equipment. Defense Secretary Lloyd responded with, the Russia acted dangerously and recklessly. We are talking about a drone that was shot down by a Russian fighter jet over the Black Sea. Austin added that the U.S. will continue to use its aircraft despite Russia's aggressive actions. So this is not going well.
No. We could be in the shit show real quick. all that's going to take is well, I mean, one bad move has already been made. We haven't, we haven't even confirmed what, we talked about this yesterday about lines moving when it comes to airspace. Matter of fact, you and I talked about it off air this morning, Scott, about how easy airspace
Right.
is around,
Right. And how it's like sort of an open discussion too. There's all kinds of, this is like, territorial, this is international.
Right.
They all can be moved, due to exercises or other things that require different countries' safety and all of that kind of stuff. So there was a bulletin that came over that said that the Ukraine will face heavy fighting in the spring and summer. That was announced by the U.S. Defense Department. U.S. Defense Department spokesman Brigadier General Pat Ryder noted that the U.S. has been doing everything it can to meet Ukraine's needs, whether it be ammunition, air defense, or armored vehicles, since the start of the full-scale war. It is important to take a step back and look at the progress we've made while being aware of the fact that there's an uphill battle ahead, especially as we enter the spring and summer, Ryder said. He said he said this during a special meeting in Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, and he will focus on all the urgent needs, particularly the ammunition for the Ukraine military.
Oh, man.
So that's just kind of the rundown of the chatter in the background all over that what's being escalated. It's kind of weird because this morning I was like kind of thinking, man, we really haven't had much news on the conflict.
Right.
And this drone thing sounds like it's like, throwing it in a fast forward here.
Big time. Well,
Right.
you got to look at it as, this wasn't just a flyby, right? This was, targeted. The fighter jet targeted the drone. It doesn't matter whether he was going to do a fuel dump on it or not. It was still an act of aggression to basically take it down. Hey, let's not blow it out of the sky, but let's just shit on it to make it hit the ground or the water.
And the reason why I'm hesitant to really talk about this, the reason why is because there's an argument that I can argue, we'll say pro-U.S. stance and negative U.S. stance on this situation.
Okay, go ahead.
And so the negative one is Russia has shoreline on the Black Sea, right?
Right.
So off their shoreline, they obviously should be able to patrol and monitor and actually be able to change and, like you said, plan out the grids that they're able to fly in. The Black Sea is on the other side of the world from us. So there's the negative right there. Like what, the people will say that are very pro on that side. Well, what is the U.S. even doing over here in the first place? And it's like, well, it's because we have been and we will be and all of those types of answers. But I just want to like kind of throw that there is like that whole, you could go back and forth. You really can. It's not a close-in conversation if you're talking about foreign policy.
Right.
So,
I get
I just thought I'd give you guys an update because there's like some pretty heavy words coming from some pretty big people. You got both defense secretaries at this point. You've got Rocky making a milkshake on one end, and you've got
it was between that and emptying his bedpan earlier. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'm just teasing you. Someone just sent me. Did you see also the fighter jets that just broke? This just broke right now. You can go ahead and check it out. Maybe you can find more on it. Make sure that it's that it is valid.
I have no idea. What are you sending me? Something?
No, I can if you want. Let me shoot this to you here. I want you to take a look at this because I want to make sure it's valid. Someone just sent it to me. I want to make sure it's not crap. Okay, you know how we try and make crap go away. You know,
Right.
yeah. There, I just sent it to you.
Why did I didn't make the whole panel quiet?
Yeah. You scared everyone, man. You
Scared
swooped in like
everybody.
the angel of death, man. You're like,
Yeah.
You didn't scare me,
Hit them
Scott.
hearts.
great.
Thank you.
I don't know. It kind of scares me every now and then. But
I
take a
just
look at
didn't think the world wanted to hear the big, pitiful pities cry. Huh.
yeah.
I'm getting ready to go, and I got someone going, for Mom! Oh, my God.
Did you get lunch out? Is that what you were doing?
Yep. I
Ah,
fed the boys. They're back at work.
okay. I missed lunch today. I would have been there. You know that, right?
Well, it only happens once a day, so
Once a day? Yeah.
you
I'm behind today.
snooze, you lose.
Right. I'm living off a frozen breakfast burrito and a honey bun this
You got to
morning.
wait until after work snacks.
Right. Yeah. There we go. Scott, did you see what I sent you there?
Yeah. So I part of it made me chuckle. 'Cause
Okay.
I saw what it contained.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, gonna send the
Okay. You put it out. Do it. I
So
won't.
yeah, so Poland just announced that they will be the first NATO member country to grant Ukraine's request for fighter jets. So they're going to send fighter jets over to the Ukraine. Here's the funny part to me is they're sending them Russian jets.
I know, MiGs.
They're sending
No
them
way.
a dozen
No way.
Russian jets.
They're not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a dozen MiG-29s.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rocky.
Did you hear that Poland is sending Ukraine a bunch of rations for their soldiers?
No.
Yeah, it's just vodka and potatoes.
No. God. Oh man. Yeah, that's why I wanted
Adidas tracksuits.
Yeah, and tracksuits, Adidas. Yeah.
Adidas.
Adidas. Adidas tracks.
Depends on which country you buy them in.
Yeah, depending. No, I that's why I wanted to send it to you. I was making sure that you were going to fact check it before I put that out. Someone threw it at me.
Oh no, it's fact checked. I mean, that's Associated Press. So
Right.
Come
You
on.
know, it literally came out 6 minutes ago. It just broke out of Warsaw, Poland. Poland's president said Thursday that his country plans to give Ukraine around a dozen MiG-29 fighter jets. Well, that ought to be interesting. Like the Russians don't know their expectations of those jets.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, it's like sending China balloons. You know what
when they're fighting in the air, they could like wave to each other. Hey, I got one too.
Right. Man, I got one too.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. Yeah.
Something you have to remember, Brett, is are these Ukrainian pilots taught how to fly the MiG? Because just like our airplanes, it takes time for them to learn how to fly them, and you don't want to do that in a battle zone.
Well, but we've seen some pretty stupid shit out there. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's all been stupid. It's all been stupid.
It wouldn't surprise me if they have had flown MiG-29s before.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing.
Because their military really is like a junior Russian military as far as equipment.
Right.
It's
Yancey, did you have a comment? I think Yancey had a comment. His bubble was glowing.
I don't even see him on anymore. I don't know.
Did I
That's
lose
just
him?
my app. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Nah, he may have fell off there. Let's welcome Shep to the panel. Good morning, Shep. How are you, brother?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
You know what? I am doing well today. I'm doing very, very well. Let's just go with
Yeah.
that. Sound good?
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
What time is it? You say good morning. What time is it for you right now?
It's 11:34 here right now.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
still
not bad.
morning for me. You know, kind of.
Yeah, I'm about to. It's 3:30, whatever the time. 4, 5, 3:35. I'm about to get my dog up, take him down to the park. It's a nice sunny day.
Yeah.
Snow's melted, so might as well
Yeah.
get out there, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with it. Just kind of go with it. I'm ready for a nap already, and I got work to do. Believe it or not, I can't nap today. I got to get out there. It took me like 2 hours to shovel. I had to hand shovel yesterday. A little over an hour.
Dude, my back is jacked from shoveling. I snow blew the day before, but then it was still coming down. I was like, all right, I'll just take care of this, and then I'll 1, 2, 3, I'll be done. I forgot to do certain sections. I had to move the piles, man, and I just try to get it done. So I pick up full shovelfuls, and there's heavy wet snow.
Yeah,
like my back's just tight. So that's when I want to get him out there so I can move around and loosen it up. But how come you hand shovel instead of plowing snow?
The reason why is I've got some wood out there that's covered right now.
I got you.
I just kind of let it build up, and it had about 4 feet of snow on top of it. So yeah, exactly. In order for me not to bust my the visqueen that's covering it up and knock holes in it, I had to hand shovel the top of it off, and then kind of get close to it. And I kind of
what did you say? Visqueen?
Yeah, plastic, heavy plastic.
Oh, like a tarp?
Yeah, like a tarp.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 1 year I was I forgot to pull up. I had at the bottom of my stairs in my yard. I had like a little rubber mat, man, for your feet. If it's raining out, it catches the stuff from your shoes. Yeah. And I forgot to pull it up. I'm snowblowing. I'm a lot of that. I'm not paying attention. The thing, the auger grabbed it, man. It popped those pins that I meant to shear off.
Yeah.
It popped both of them, but I couldn't get this. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It popped one of them. So one of the augers was just spinning freely. The second one couldn't get the friggin' mat out. I had nothing to cut it with because it was solid, hard because it was cold, thick rubber. And I couldn't spin, I couldn't spin the other side of the auger because it just couldn't turn the machine on, whatever. Yeah. Finally, man, I struggled with that thing for like an hour in the cold, and I got the thing out, and then I didn't have any pins, and so I just had to go work with one side of the auger, so it was like half a blower. It was just, I know that feeling when you need. What did you say?
Is it an electric blower? A snow blower?
No, gas powered.
Gas? Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't shooting the snow far enough because it was all like storm on top of storm, so it was melted and iced underneath. So it kept clogging the chute. And I had like I said, I had no more shear pins, so I ended up shoveling. And I said, you know what? From now on, I'm either gonna, if I remember to pull the things out early enough, I will. If not, I'm just gonna shovel and then just blow the big areas off. And that's what I've been doing now. Because
you want to man, your snow blower?
Yeah. What's that?
Take cooking spray and spray the chute.
You know what? I heard that with I know they sell that spray, but I'm not going to buy something that's it's too expensive.
Spray, if you use the olive oil cooking spray,
like Pam, yeah. It'll last. It won't get like
no, it stays on for quite a while.
Couple storms.
Keeps that stuff from sticking in your chute and clogging your chute.
Yeah, it's a metal chute. It's not plastic, so it should be pretty good. But it was that. Now I have a whole bag of shear pins, man. If they ever got, I'll let them break because I got a bunch. But yeah, if you don't have them, what a pain.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Scott, you got a problem with your chute being plugged? He's gonna ignore me. No, he's not.
Hey, Shep.
Hey, Rocky.
Hey, Shep. Something I do here is I take and put that damn I can't think of the name of it now. It's the stuff you put on your dash. The
Armor All.
Armor All. I put Armor All on the inside of my chute on my snowblower.
You know what I was thinking about doing? I have the Tire Shine, but it's like a silicone based one. It's like real messy. It's a gel.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting that stuff on, but I don't know how that would do in the cold because it might get too thick.
It may thicken up. Yeah, exactly.
Like the cooking spray sounds good, man. I never even thought of that. I said thought of WD-40 before, but not cooking spray.
WD-40 is just diesel fuel.
Yeah, it thickens.
Yeah,
up a
right.
little. Yeah,
it's just like I know it's like what was it originally made for, like a water repellent or something, or what the hell is it made for?
I don't know.
Whatever. I do know that it'll grind down. You know, if you use it to lube up like gears or whatever, eventually dirt will get in there and it'll start grinding down the metal because it's like solvent. That's right. It was a solvent base, right?
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah, but at least if you're using like the cooking spray, it's biodegradable. You know, you don't have to
right.
You know.
No, yeah, and it's cheap too.
I love how
you
boys are so comfortable talking about different lubrications.
Especially for your shoot. Is that
especially for my shoot, man.
Jealous.
There's nothing worse than trying to that you get all excited to get to work and then your shoot's clogged. It's like, God damn.
Yeah,
Scott, you got that problem?
Especially on a snow
Scott,
day.
There's
nothing else to do.
Hey, Scott, if you have to do that, don't waste your KY on it because it doesn't work that well.
It doesn't work. Go all in
KY is way too sticky.
I will defer to the experts.
I'm sorry, gets the bell. Scott, you got anything else popping up out there? I mean, I'm seeing stuff. It's starting to like tumble.
We're talking about things popping up. We just got talking about shoots. Come on now, this is PG.
Stop it.
No, I don't have much that's come in. I'm looking for big stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff coming out of the European Union. Just had a meeting and they basically they were pretty much just trashing Iran the whole time, and they're saying that they're the reason why Russia is so bad right now. And it's like, come on, like focus. People.
Focus. Yeah.
Like, isn't Russia Russia, right? Like,
yeah.
Not the people who are supplying them drones. Russia's using those drones, right?
Right.
So,
Apparently,
I'm seeing a lot, and people are actually pretty upset with that. They're one of the responses was saying that EU Foreign Minister Joseph Borrell Fontelles people are wondering if he's just pretending to be an idiot or if he actually is an idiot. That was actually a headline coming out of Europe after making that statement about Iran.
Yeah. Another thing we didn't touch on is, yes, with the jet being or the drone being dropped, that they currently have Russian ships out there recovering it right now.
I thought, maybe I heard it differently. I heard that before the drone hit the water, the guys who were controlling the Pentagon, they were able to wipe anything off of it, like data-wise. But I heard that we were rushing out to the, where it went down to retrieve it. But I don't know if they got there first or not.
No, it was shown this morning that
they grabbed it.
Yeah, Russian ships were on scene.
And excuse me if I missed it, if you guys talked about it earlier, but did they say if because I know there was like 19 close flybys, like interceptions, and that's what they've done before, but they were saying that the one that hit, came up underneath it to hit the propeller either originally did it intentionally, and then they were saying it was pilot error. So did they ever?
You can't look at it as pilot error. It was an aggressive move in an airplane. It started out with a fuel dump on it.
Okay. A couple times, sure, yeah.
I think it's a combo of the two.
Okay.
But did they mean to hit the propellers when I'm asking?
Yeah, it really break it down step by step. When you look at that video, they were intentionally trying to bring the drone down, right?
Okay.
That was intention number one. And then when they made the second pass, he made a pilot error and
Correct.
accidentally clipped it.
He dumped the brakes on it. Okay. Here's what happened. He came up from behind. He dumped the brakes on it. Was trying to get a visual on it. This is how I can see it as a pilot. Okay. He came up from behind. He dumped the brakes on it. He pulled up to flare, and basically he dumped his rear end right into the prop of the drone.
Which I think that one little thing was an accident. I think he was intentionally trying to take it down, but
the
while
outcome
attempting to take
is
it
the
down,
same,
he made a mistake.
But the way he did it was an accident.
The outcome was the same either way. Whether you're dumping,
you're dumping fuel on that thing. Come on,
if you're dumping 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds of fuel on
insane.
it, you're there to take it down. I mean, come on, And then
you also have to, Brett, you also have to look at it. He might have was trying to ignite his afterburners to set it on fire too.
No,
and he accidentally hit the freaking plane with his tail end instead of getting over top of it with his afterburner.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this, Rocky. That is a very improbable action because you could hit the afterburners all you want, and it's like, basically, you're basically just putting cold oxygen to a match. What's going to happen? Poof. It's going to puff. The ignition point on that is that's thinking way too far ahead on that because there's no way someone's going to try and do that. No, he was trying to get a good look at it to see if he got fuel on it or not. He just
really all they had to do was just ask somebody in the Air Force to give them the plans to the damn drone, and they would have had them. A lot of this is basically show and tell.
We were flying over international waters, correct? We had the right to be there.
Well, that's
Supposedly.
okay. It's still up in the air. No. It's still up in the air right now. It has not been confirmed out there.
That's not official yet. Okay.
You can have international airspace all you want, but if someone has it marked out for doing maneuvers, okay,
like exercises and stuff.
Correct. That is negated. Okay, so we do not have any confirmation from one side or the other yet. All we're saying is it happened over international airspace.
Got you. Okay. That's how they reported it.
The media can throw out all they want, and they're full of shit. I'm just going to tell you. Because I know, as being a pilot, how airspace moves around. Okay? And they can say all they want about this. All I can say is until it's confirmed that it's been happening, and who knows, it may never be confirmed out there. Who's going to say whether
it's highly misleading, but it's not false by them saying it was international airspace. But yet, it makes us think that we weren't over their airspace. But yet, if they had it, like you said, reserved or whatever for training or exercise, then we were in the wrong. Vice versa.
Correct. It can come out.
You also have to remember. You also have to remember that's a long-range reconnaissance aircraft that can draw information from long distances too. It was actually taking in information along the Ukrainian coastline. And who knows how far inland it was going and picking up signals and stuff.
But see, that's an assumption. That's an assumption.
I know. I'm just saying that's what that's what the damn thing is built for. Is for long-range reconnaissance.
Right. I mean, like I said, it could go anywhere on this until they actually put it out there.
Right. You could even have a situation where international waters, U.S. had a grid over for surveillance, and the Russians had a grid for to protect their area of the Black Sea at the same time, and they could have actually been overlapping, and so sort of like an argument could be made that administratively this failed from the beginning, right?
Absolutely.
You could actually say that is one possibility, but because there's so many probabilities, right? Because you have that international, and then you have grids from possible different missions or targets or times or whatever it is. you have like, I mean, you could probably go up to like 1 out of 10, right? Any of the situations you say, U.S. fault, 1 out of 10, Russia's fault, 1 out of 10, both fault, 1 out of 10, like all for different reasons.
Yeah. And we're seeing it right now. What you put out earlier, Scott, about what they're saying out there.
They're getting all huffy puffy and
right.
You know, but they're not saying the facts. They're not saying the facts. They're just getting huffy puffy.
Yeah,
you know,
we're getting.
And of course, they're going to do that.
Garbage right now.
I don't expect anything less from my own country to stand up for themselves.
Yeah,
and
thank you, Eric.
So that's what you're going to be getting. So
propaganda comes out all over the place, so because that's what we've been listening to for the last 2 years is propaganda. I mean,
it's fear porn.
You know,
any way you look at it, just more fear porn. You know, you can just go with it. Like I said, I stand neutral to the fact until I see actual facts come out. Seeing this garbage come out on, it was good to see that video. Knowing exactly what happened, I can distinguish. I know what that pilot did. I know exactly how he rolled into it. I know how he did he did a fuel dump drop on it. You know, he was dumping on the way by. Either way, it was to neutralize the aircraft. You know, to neutralize the drone. You know, but to say airspace, this and that, and everything else, it's like international waters, right? You guys know how far international waters are off our coastline?
4 miles or something?
No, we're up to 25, roughly.
Is it? I remember when they had the Russian ships outside of Hawaii, off the coast of Hawaii, a couple months ago, 2 months ago, whatever. I thought, so 25 miles off our coast is our international waters.
Correct. Yeah.
If you ever a lot of times they're flying. A lot of times they're cruising around the coast of Alaska, 20, 25 miles out, whatever they have to, and they're just snooping and pooping and trying to start something or make people aware they're there.
4 miles. It rained.
Speaking of pooping, what a metaphor of them dumping their fuel on top of the drone. I mean,
I like that. I like that, Rocky. Snooping and pooping.
Snooping and pooping. Dump gate.
I love it. I love it.
We have dump.
It's an old military term.
Yeah.
It is.
Let's go with
that's what the acronym we used instead of we're going out for a reconnaissance. We would say we're going out snooping and pooping.
Yeah. Crazy. Thank you for being on the panel. I appreciate it. I noticed your call just dropped off. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. She says later, Gators, I got to go to the weed store. We drove her to smoke. Welcome to the Pulse. I was just checking up. I was going to do, Scott, you want to do one more final sweep here and make sure we didn't miss anything?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're still good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're coming up on time right now anyway. Let's see here. I do got some
Did you wanna talk about Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, well, we haven't talked about that yet. So we're going to try to do something this week, and we don't know what day it's going to be, right?
Yeah. This weekend we're going to try.
So we'll maybe figure that out by tomorrow's show.
Yeah. I know we had a great group for the news show on the weekend when we did the weekend headline news. You're taking off Tuesday, correct?
I think that's going to be pretty much confirmed at this point. So,
okay. All right.
But yeah, so I was thinking, we'll do something sometime this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. So we'll figure that out and announce that tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Did you clear it with HR and our executive producer yet?
I did. Hold on. Okay. Yes, approved.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you got the right paperwork in, All righty.
So there's a new, you're going to announce tomorrow, whatever you guys are going to introduce on Saturday and Sundays from now on? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, well, we did
Cool.
a headline news show last Saturday to
Yep.
give people a chance to get on live. A lot
Okay.
aren't able to during the week. And Scott had a day off on last Tuesday. So we went ahead and did a fill-in show, a headline special edition weekend headline news. It was a great show. Everyone really, really enjoyed it. We had new people.
I think I was there. I think I came in on
you
that.
did. You jumped in. Yeah. But it gave our listeners a chance that are off on the weekends to get in the live and be able to call in and be a part of the show. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
just good stuff,
Cool.
All right. We're
Cool.
coming down on time. Shep, do you got any final words for the day here?
No, just everybody get out there if you can. If the weather's nice by you, take a walk. Just stop and smell the roses and get some fresh air in your lungs. That's about it.
Hey, sounds good to me. Thank you, Shep, for being on the show and coming in on the
Thanks for
panel.
having me on, guys. Appreciate
Absolutely. It's always great to have you here. All right, Rocky, go ahead and give me some final words for the day here. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Rocky.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had my microphone off.
Okay.
What we need to do is not stress out over all this stuff that keeps flying up in the air like this, and be kind to each other.
There you go. Thank you, Rocky, and thank you for being a part of the Pulse family here.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Oh, man, we love you. You know that. Just love having you on the show. Scott, go ahead and give me some final words for the day.
Just thank everybody for the support. I really appreciate it, and I love seeing all the people in the chat, and we get all that type of engagement. That's actually what doing this show's all about. So, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll call in again sometime.
God, you're killing me, man. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. My co-host and trusty friend. Let's see here. Also, Russ, thank you, Mr. Finlay, for being a part of the show. It's always great to see you and get to hear from you. Paul G, thank you for hanging out with us. My sister Donna, of course, Rocky's out there. We've had so many. Crazy was in here. Hannah J. Just a great time. We've had such a wonderful group of listeners here, and want to thank you guys for being part of the Pulse family and making it for what it is. It's you guys that make the show, and we appreciate all the support out there. All right, let me go ahead and get this thing rolling out here. Once again, I want to thank everyone for being on the show. We had a great panel today. We had Crazy on here. We had Rocky on here. We had Shep. We had WKOP's Yancey on here. Let's throw out some plugs. Big one happening tomorrow. The Old Man's Podcast happening tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Alaska time, 7 a.m. Pacific. Going to be a big day because it is the Old Man's Roast. That's right. We're going to be roasting the old man. I'm going to be a part of it. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Also, make sure you check out WKOP, the Wrong Kind of Podcast out there. And fun times. They're recording a few times a week. Just fun to hang out with those guys. Also, since Shep's on here, when Shep's on there, check out the Shep Shack. I like messing with Shep when he throws out a show. Plus, we get to take a nap. Shep, I love you, brother. Also, overnight radio, overnight show. Check out Russ at the Outside of Normal. Get to go kick it there. Look for us again tomorrow morning for the Headline News Show. 6 a.m. Alaska time, 7 a.m. Pacific. Also, you got to check out when I come on. I catch some dead air out there. I'll throw out a Chillin' with the Pulse. Come on out, have some conversation, get some chat going, play some music, have some fun. Thank you all for making us a top 10 podcast. You guys are amazing, man. You really are. I got one more word for the day. I'm going to throw it out here. I've been using it all week. Some of my father's words that he told me as growing up. Walk gently in the lives of others because not all wounds are visible. Just remember that. Take that to heart out there. Be kind. Be safe out there. I will see you guys all out on the bean. I got one more song for you on the way out. Thank you guys again for all your support. And catch you all later. With that, this is Denali Burl Brett and Tucson Scott. We're out of here. Enjoy, people.
Mistrust, love's gone behind. What I love, and it was divine. Soon found out I was losing my mind. Seemed that the real thing, but I was so blind. Much mistrust, love's gone behind. In between, what I find is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing, there's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing you, it's just no good. You cheat like it would. Once I loved, and it was a gas. Soon turned out a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, or only to find. Much mistrust, love's gone behind. Lost inside, unbearable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you use, and please don't push me aside. We could have made it cruising, yeah. Yeah, riding high on long through bluish light. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Once I love and it was a gas. Soon turned out to be a pain in the ass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find. Much mistrust, love's gone behind. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh.
The Clear Sky.
This show brought to you in part by the great people at Clear Sky Lodge, where the steaks are the best in Alaska. Don't forget Wednesday food specials and pool tournaments on Friday nights at 7:30. Clear Sky Lodge, located at Milepost 280 Parks Highway, Anderson, Alaska. Open 7 days a week, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Give them a call at 907-582-2251. Tell them your friends at the Pulse sent you.
That's all, folks.